Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices for Tuesday, July 19. This is the S&P and this is the big bearish count here that we've got as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then 1 here. And I've been trying to give this every opportunity to be a bear market. So we originally had this over here as wave 2 over here, and that was possible, but as this progressed here, it didn't look like the case. So the next step is to put it over here and look at this as wave 1 with an A wave, an A, B, C for the B wave, and up for the C wave here. So we have 5 waves in here, so it's possible that that can be the top of wave 2 at this point, and then we would look to come down in 5 waves. So we would need to get 5 waves down here to prove that that's an actual bearish move at that point, and then we would have 3 waves back, and it's these 3 waves back based on that 5 waves there that would be able to short it at that at the 61.8%. So will that play out like that? Possible, plausible, but not probable. So the other way that we could look at this, I mean, it's just important to look at all of these things all the time. So the other case here is that we do have 5 waves up here, so we can look at this as wave 1 with an A wave coming down at the moment, and a B wave and a C wave here, and then go up here for another move, and then another move up here. So that would leave us, if we took, like, I need to eliminate this big bearish count. That's been my aim, you know. So that would leave us at 61.8% at the 4,000 and the 78.6, which would be the next supply zone. So, you know, it's possible. So what we need to do is put wave 2 up here and wave C here, and then look at this as wave 1 and 2 moving up into this space. Is this going to happen? I don't know, but we'll just keep a bit of an eye on it as such. Obviously, the thing that I don't like about this is that the size of this wave 1 here is fine, but the size of the wave 2 in relationship to the size of wave 1 is not good. Okay, so that's a bit of an issue at that point. So anyway, that's what that is. So if you wanted to go long here, then we can go long above the B wave here as an A and a B and a C wave here. It looks quite bearish the way that it got sold off there, but you have to remember that A waves are always quite sharp, and then the B wave and the C wave here. We can see the stochastics pulling down here, so the B wave's ready to push back up, but we'll have a look at that in a bit more detail. So we've got some bullish counts here, so that's 5k and 2k and 1k. So let's go in and have a look at that. I don't think I've done much on the 5k really. Okay, what have I done here? Okay, so well, this is just another way to look at it in a slightly different light, but that would be pretty much the same here with wave 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5 to the upside here for that. So anyway, we'll just continue to update that a little bit. And what was the other one? 2k. So 2k is a bullish count, so that means that this bullish count is it means that there's a low in place here. That's the low of the market, right? So this would be wave 1 with an ABC for wave 2, then wave 1 and 2, and going up for 3, 4, 5 up into a third wave or whatever at that point. So anyway, that's possible. So yeah, so I mean, in a nutshell, what we talked about yesterday is that we talked about let's just go to the 100 ticks where we were shooting the breeze yesterday. So let's get some more data in here. Is 10 enough? Yeah, 10's plenty. So yesterday when we spoke, we were looking at taking profit here and here at 39, and we were counting up as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third, fourth, and fifth. And so we don't need these now, so we don't need that, and that. That's over. And a lot of stock trades were like that as well. So it's possible to have wave 2 sitting here, but what we would need, if I can just borrow these for a moment, what we would need is we would need to see 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'd need to see not just this 5 waves down, because this just gives us the A wave at this point, and then from here we'll see I think that's finished, but we'll see 5 waves up here somewhere, something like that, and then something like that into that space, and then we'll see another 5 waves down. So at that point, what we're talking about yesterday was we're talking about this topping out and then moving down for the A, the B, and the C wave here. Now we can go long above the B wave, and once that 5 waves finishes here, then a move up through here, then we can also look to short below that 5 wave structure there as well. So that would be it at this point. Now this market was about here yesterday, so it's done that and that. So tomorrow, when we do the video again, we should be down around here somewhere. So we should be able to see the beginnings of this move up at this point. You may be able to get in a little bit sort of earlier. One of the things that you want to be looking for is that the wave A here is that sharp. So we want to see, if I remove this here, we want this C wave here to be lazier. We want it to be like that, you know. So if it's sharper than this one here, then you'll know, because we've got to watch out for this being 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5 at that point. So even if that happens, you don't really, you can scalp it, but it's not a very nice word, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you don't have to chase it. What we'll do is we'll just wait for the rally to come back if it's going to be a bearish market, right? And then we'll look for the short trade under here. Yeah, but that's kind of it in a bit of a nutshell. So we've got this bearish count that can come into play. It's possible. I think it's more plausible to have the bullish count, so we can go long above the B wave. If you can see the angle of wave C here, then you may be able to buy back in the box over here. And you could also use the levels as well. So if this is the 61.8% mark here, then we can come in with 10, 20, 30 and 50. So 1, 2, 3, 5 and then 8 at that point. We'll group 2. So if the market comes down here, then you can get small positions on these levels here if they become the support, just, you know, one at a time. If the 3 becomes the support, that's going to be the critical thing at that point, because what we need to do is we really need to move past, let's just say that comes down just below the 38 there. That will leave this 50-60% retracement level here. So if the 30 becomes the support, then you know that you'll be going higher at that point. There'll be some sort of consolidation like this here at the 55 being the second strongest number as such. And this is quite a good little explanation here, because it has the arrival, or you could call that the arrival, and the reaction from here. Then you got the first high above the level, then you got the second high. So you go long above here, then above here, then here, or that you might get triggered in here or in here. So you can just basically get a visual on it. So that's what you really want to see. at which in a nutshell is this pattern here, our basic pattern. We want to see that at the 30 and then at the 50. They're the places to build in on. But yeah, once you've got it at the 30, then you know that you're moving through that 61.8% mark, and we're going higher at that point. We've also been looking at it on the SPY as well. So the SPY here as the A wave, and A, B, C here for the B wave, and 5 waves up here for 1, and A, B, C for 2 here for this. So much the same in all of that. So that's no biggie. The NASDAQ, the triple Q's the same. So that's it in a nutshell. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking to go long at this point above wave B here. Okay, yeah, so that's it. And the same for the NASDAQ as well. We can look at it as an A wave here, then an A, B, and C for the B wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up for the C wave here, you know. We probably could look at it as an A, B, C, D, and E wave here as well for a triangle pattern, but I just don't think that's the case. So once again here, what we need is we'll just borrow these. So we'll look for the A wave, the B wave. This is just really a continuation of what we're talking about yesterday anyway, you know. So we're just further ahead now. We're here, and that's where we want to be going long over here for this. So obviously you can get in earlier than all of that, and hopefully we'll be able to pick this up tomorrow. But that does appear to be 5 waves here, so we can expect some sort of bounce, if not off that low, off the next low for wave B, and then wave C here for that. And that will be the same for the Russell. I haven't labeled this, but this may end up in 3 waves up here, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. We've still got the wave 1 here with an ABC back for wave 2, 3, 4, and 5. So will it go past this? Well, we just got to go step by step, because these 5 waves here could produce another ABC pattern and then go higher at that point. But we don't know that, you know, it's just as likely to come down. So we just got to go one step at a time. But if that B wave here, or you can move in a little bit earlier, this is going to create quite a nice trading opportunity in this 3rd wave here for this. And that will be the same for the DJ as well. But for the DJ, we've also been looking at it as the bearish pattern, the wave 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and giving all of this the opportunity to to work. We originally had this wave 2 sitting over here, but then it just wasn't looking right and all the rest of it. I understood that this wave 2 here was just too big for this one here, and this wasn't really counting correctly. So, but it's as a trader, we need to know what the bearish count is and what the bullish count is, and then we can just sort of eliminate them and get to a high probability, because it's just much safer that way. It's more work, but it's safer. So in this case here, we've got the A wave, the ABC for the B wave, and up for the C wave for wave 2. But obviously we can also put that as wave 1 here, and also look for wave 2 to come back into this space here. If you wanted to short that, well, you could short it at the 50-60% retracement level area there, and see how that comes down, see what sort of angle it's on as well, because if it comes down sharp, well, then you've done the right thing. But for us guys, we can't short that as a trend trader. We can't short that into here. We would need this to come down further at that point, so we're looking for that. But if this comes down, this 3rd wave is going to be longer, and like I said, we'll get wave 4, wave 5 here, and we're not going to miss much, because we're going to get a bounce here anyway. And with that bounce, we'll be able to, obviously we'll look to short it here, but we can look for that from here to here, the 50-60% retracement level, and we can short it from that. Based on those 5 waves, we can short it from here, and then move down at that point. So it doesn't really matter. We're just really waiting for everything to set up. But this trade here, if that's the go, then that's going to be quite good. You can also draw trend lines through here and get in a little bit earlier. And with trend lines as well, it will just be the same thing as well. You'll see the market move up, react, move up through it, come back, sit on it. Sometimes it comes back and checks it twice, so you just got to be careful about your stops. But basically that trend line needs to become the resistance at that point. That's really what you're looking for. You can move in any part of this process. Some will have lower risk and some will have higher risk, and obviously the higher risk has got more reward as well. So yeah, look, that's where we are. The interesting thing about this though is that Bitcoin's the same as well. So with Bitcoin here, we've had the same lows here as the stock market, and for the bringing the S&P across on the 13th, 15th here for this move up through here for the S&P is the same here as the 13th or 14th, is it? Yeah, so it's the same move up here as well, and we're going through the same process here. We could have a top in place with an A and a B and a C wave here for this. Or we're going to have an A and a B and a C and move up at that point. They're all going to move together, so we're not going to get a lead out of one of them and the other one, you know. So anyway, just thought that was sort of interesting because, you know, the tech stocks are the drivers, and you know, we can put Bitcoin, you know, it's behaving like a tech stock, so we can put it in that basket. Alrighty, cheers.